guys, what's going on? I am Wendy Jo. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for coming and checking things out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like all the things. Today we're going to jump in and I'm going to show you how I create my digital books, my ebooks, KDP books, whatever you want to call it. Now KDP, a lot of people think the print on demand journals through KDP, but originally Kindle publishing was actually for Kindle ebooks, right? And so I'm going to show you how I create my books and how I publish them to not only to Kindle, but also to a couple of other platforms as well as my website. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you and showing you guys exactly how I do this. Please ignore my dog who is whining in the background. There is nothing wrong with him. He sees the neighbor's dogs outside and he wants to be there. So that is why he's whining. So I'm going to take you through on this video. I'm supposed to do this at the beginnings of my videos. I always forget. So I'm going to take you through where I write my books, how I write them, how I link things up in them, how to publish them to multiple platforms, and then I'm going to kind of wrap things up at the end. So I'll try to keep this as quick as possible. I try to keep these at about 10 minutes so that I don't lose you along the way, but I can give you all the information. So this is my book, 7 Days to Passive Income. I will link it up in the description below. It is just a simple ebook that tells you how to basically prioritize 7 days of your life to get yourself set up to start earning passive income. It gives you ideas for how to earn passive income. It gives you links to the places that I use or suggest using for earning passive income. So I created this book based off of my TikTok channel and my YouTube channel where I teach everyone how to earn passive income, obviously. So and not everybody wants to watch a video, or they want to watch the video, but they also want a guide to go along with it. So that is why I created this book. So I create all of my ebooks inside of Google Docs because Google Docs will go with you no matter where you're at. So if you're earning a lot of passive income and you decide you want to travel, you can still access all of your ebooks. You can write a new ebook and access it from wherever you are. So I love using Google Docs for this. There's obviously lots of other places, you can write them. You can do Microsoft Word, you can do Pages on Apple, but I have just stuck with Google Docs because it's simple and easy to use. So second of all, it does not matter how long your ebook is. This one, I believe on here is 36 pages and it can be as long or short as you want it to. When you are writing an ebook, these are some of the topics that I would suggest you look at. So just kind of take a look at these that are listed here. If you need to pause or rewind to look at those, but these are just, some of the super popular topics that people are searching for right now, and that I recommend that you maybe create a book around if you have any knowledge in any of these areas. An ebook is going to tell somebody how to do something. If you are able to help them save time, save money, that is going to be a good ebook. So, the point is you're answering a question, you're solving a problem with your digital book. So it doesn't matter how long it is, as long as it answers that question, it solves that problem for your ideal customer, right? So those are the topics that I would suggest you take a look at. There are others. Use Google Search Console, Google Trends to do a little bit more research on what is trending. You can do a lot of keyword research in there and compare terms and those types of things to really narrow down what people are looking for. So Google Docs, those topics. And now let's look at the actual book. So like I said, whenever I actually start with a blank piece of paper. This is just like the inside cover photo or cover image, what cover quote, like inside the first cover of my book. This is the quote that's there. And just, a word of encouragement. And obviously it's by Thomas Edison. I credited him and it's open source at this point because Thomas Edison lived a very long time ago. But I start with a blank page and I literally write the question that I'm going to answer for my reader at the very top of the page. And then I proceed to break that down into, 3 points, 5 points, 7 points, 10 points, whatever I think that it's going to take to answer that question step by steps, And so obviously this one, 7 days to passive income. So of course I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I broke down the process of what I would do on day 1, on day 2, on day 3. So I just kind of brainstormed for each of those days, and that all of that is just basically kind of getting everything that's out of here onto a piece of paper. And then I use that as reference as I'm writing the book. And as you can see, day 1, that's chapter 1 for me. And I go in day 2, day 3. Now this particular ebook is actually formatted for my PDF, which is a digital download on my website. So that is why you see these larger page breaks here, as I did what's called a hard page break. On KDP, you really don't want these giant gaps, because KDP is not going to flow like a normal book does, because how the book flows inside of KDP or on a Kindle is all dependent upon what size of font your reader is using and what size of device they're reading from. If they're using a phone, the book is going to be, 150 pages long. But if they're using a Kindle, it may only be, 50 pages long. And if they're using a huge computer, it may only be 25 pages long. So it's not going to matter, these huge page breaks in Kindle. But if you're doing a PDF, then I recommend you make a second version of it to add these hard page breaks, so that when you do your PDF download, that it does have a little bit more uniformity to it. And I'll show you that further here in just a second. So basically, once I've done the brainstorming, then I just go in and I write each chapter out. And you'll notice, I'll show you here at the very top, but you can add links into your ebook. These will work inside of Kindle. They will work for your digital download. And it's wonderful because it allows you to backlink to other things. So I have affiliate links embedded into my ebook. And so if somebody is interested in starting passive income using print on demand, I link up with my affiliate link to my preferred companies that I use for print on demand. And if they sign up using my link, guess what? I get a kickback from those companies for referring the customers over. So you can always add backlinks into your books, so you're not only making money on the front end by selling your digital book, but then you're creating more income by linking back to other things. You can also embed links to paid, like those paid courses and stuff, which you guys know I am like all about no paid courses. I'm all about free. That's why I do this channel, is for free education. But if you are one of those people who likes to sell the digital courses, then you can definitely sign up through ClickBank and other places like that and embed a digital course. So say you're doing a book on how to start a YouTube channel and grow it and monetize it. You might sell a digital course, not one that you wrote, but one that you're going to make a commission on, and embed it into this ebook, so that your person that buys your ebook clicks that link, decides, hey, I want to pay $500 to really dig in and do this course, and you're going to make a kickback on that. So you can link up whatever you want to inside of your book, and it is going to work. So like if I was to click this, I'll show you once I go into Kindle, but if I was to click this, it would take me to my website. From here, you can download this as a doc. So on Kindle, you have the option of uploading it as Microsoft Word or as EPUB. I upload as EPUB because I also use EPUB to publish to Lulu, where you can, and the Book Patch, where you can also upload your digital products. So I upload to multiple websites, and EPUB is what they use for those websites, even though KDP allows you to use docs as well. Now, for a digital download that you're going to add to your store or to a Beacons account, which I'll show you that too. I've showed you guys that before, but I'm going to show you again. Then you're going to download it as a PDF. Okay. So once you have done that, I'm going to go over here to Kindle. So setting up your Kindle ebook is basically the same as setting up a Kindle paperback book. So when you're in your bookshelf, you just select Kindle ebook at the very beginning. So if on bookshelf at the there's like 3 little squares at the top. One says Kindle ebook, one says paperback, one says hardcover. You're going to click the Kindle ebook, and this is all basically the same as publishing a paper book. You're going to choose the language. You're going to put your title, which this is my sample ebook, subtitle if you have one. If it's part of a series, add it to your series details. Your author, that's me. And then obviously a description. Remember to use lots of keywords in your description so that when people are searching, then it is going to pull up those keywords in Google searches whenever they're searching for it, right? So you want to make sure that your title has some good keywords in it, your subtitle has good keywords in it, and then obviously you want to make sure that you use lots of good keywords in your description. All right, then you own the copyrights. If you wrote the book, you own the copyrights to it. And then these are keywords. They recommend that these keywords be words that are not in your title or subtitle, that are other words that people might use to search for this same topic, which this is where that Google Trends will help you, because you can see what words that people are searching for. You're gonna pick your categories. Again, I just picked a couple of random ones under architecture because I was just filling the blanks. And then with Kindle, you actually have the option of adding a book range here. And what this is for is if you're writing children's books, so that you can say, hey, this is meant for kindergarten through first grade, or this will actually say like ages here. And then this is the US grade. You don't have to do that. Just leave those at select if you don't want to do it. And then you have the option of, I'm ready to release my book now, which means like as soon as you get everything uploaded, you're going to release it. Or you can actually start this process now and make your Kindle ebook available for pre-order. So you can really ramp up the marketing on your ebook, even if it's not written yet. And you can do this up to a year before you actually publish your book. So anyway, so you're going to fill out all this, and then you're save and continue. And then this is where you actually upload your book. Okay, digital rights management. I always choose yes. And what that does is it keeps people from sharing, like giving your book away to other people. That's basically what that means. They can still lend it. Like the Kindle has a lending library where I can lend my sister a book to read that I have purchased, but she only gets access to it for so many days, and then she no longer has access. If she wants it, she has to buy it. And so I always hit yes. Okay. And as you can see here, spell check, EPUB. This is what I use for my Kindle books. And then your cover image is just a JPEG. So it's not like whenever you create a cover for a journal or another book that you've written, this is just a single image. So I uploaded my cover file, I uploaded an EPUB. And so now I'm going to go in, I'm going to actually show you in the previewer what this looks like in here. And it shows you on a Kindle, and there's my pretty little cover. And as you can see, it just takes you through in EPUB. Now, as you notice, day 2 is right there in the middle of that page. And this is what I was talking about. Like, you cannot force it to a new page, and you don't really want it to, because you want it to just flow, right? So this is the EPUB. The nice thing about EPUB is it automatically creates those chapters for you. Whereas if you upload a Word document, it's going to tell you should create a table of contents. It's going to ask you to do that. But when you look at your sample ebook, you can also test your links and see if they work. So if I click here, it's asking me if it's okay to redirect, and this takes me directly to my website. So I know that link works in my book. So you can go through your entire book and you can test it out, make sure that it's all good. If I'm ready, I can hit save and continue. I can then price it just like I would with any of the other books that I have, and then I can see the profit margin that I'm going to have based on what I'm selling it for, and I'm good to go. So like this book, I priced it at like $3.99. It was an intro price, and I have left it at the intro price just because it was, it's a 25-page book. It's not a massive book. I will price my other books for more, but this particular one, I wanted it to be less expensive because I'm very much about just making it as easy and inexpensive and simple as possible to start earning passive income. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like if you upload a document rather than a EPUB. I'm going to let that do its thing, and I'm going to show you over here on Equid. So this is my personal website, and this is how I sell it as a digital download. And it's really simple. I basically just put the title here, put my description here of what's in it, obviously my copyright, add my categories and stuff inside of Equid. If you do it in Shopify, it's very similar. Add a couple of pictures, and I made these mock-ups inside of Canva. I just got an iPad and added my images. I blur my image a little bit so that they can't just read the pages, but it gives them an idea of what they're getting. And then under files, then I can upload files. And here's where I have uploaded a PDF. It's the ebook download, and then you can publish it. And so now it's available on my website. And when somebody makes a purchase, they immediately get to download it and have the book. And it's just a PDF format. And I will show you, let me go back into files. I will show you what that looks like. So this is the file that they would receive. Let me open it. And so you can see over here on the side how it's got the pages, right? And everything is broken down with the days at the top of the pages. This is why I said to make sure you save it as a PDF for this, and to save it as an EPUB for your other platforms, or docs if you want to. I always do both because I feel like, you know, having it in multiple locations is always a good idea because it just gives you that many more opportunities. Okay, so back over here to Kindle. This is what it looks like when you publish with docs. See how it is breaking things up and shortening the pages. EPUB somehow works around this and docs does not. And so it just creates lots of crazy gaps in the book. And you see it made that 464 location. It's just weird. Like the formatting is not the same. And that's why I use EPUB. You can definitely do it. And it will give you this warning, missing table of contents, where with EPUB, it creates that table of contents for you. So it's just a win-win to use EPUB. And you can do that from Google Docs simply by File, Download, EPUB right here. So we have it on KDP. I have it on my website. I also set it up in my Beacons account, and I will link up Beacons down below. I use Beacons for my links in my bio. This is, let me go over and open it, show you what it looks like. So this is how I put my link in my bio for all of my social media platforms, and this is how it shows up. It's completely customizable. So on page 1, which is my home page, I have all of my things. So this is our custom templates. This is my passive income book. Now this actually links to Amazon. And the reason I do that is I'm also an Amazon associate. So right now, as I'm like, you know, I just released the book and stuff, I have it right here for Amazon, because if somebody goes to check out my book, even if they don't publish or purchase my book, anything they purchase from Amazon for the next 24 hours, I'm going to get a kickback from Amazon for that. And so it's kind of a win-win for me for them to purchase it directly from Amazon. And with Kindle ebooks, they do not take a ton of money off the top like they do with the print-on-demand books, because there's no printing cost for them. So you don't really lose a lot in the mix, and it's worth it because, like, I had somebody go on and click this link, and then I don't know if they bought my book or not, but they did buy a Weber grill. And I got, you know, $10 from that. Well, I'm only selling the book for $3.99. So I made more money because they went and purchased a Weber grill than if they had bought my ebook. So it's kind of a win-win to add it there. But then I also add it down here on Shop My Digital Products, where they can just buy it directly, like right here. And if somebody clicks that, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to put in, or they would put in their email address. They can pay with PayPal, GPay, or their credit card. It's a secure payment, and they'll immediately receive the digital download. So I sell it through my Beacons account. And the way that you do that is by adding a store block, and then you upload. So if I add an item, then I tell it that I'm putting an ebook or PDF. So I would choose this, and then I would upload the PDF file, which is what we saved to use for the website. I would upload it here. Then I would upload the image for my digital book and set the price and the description, which is what I did here. And it's good to go. So I have a few of my digital products for sale here. So I have my products for sale in different places. And obviously, if they go to my website, they're going to find it there. So, you know, there's lots of different options for them to grab the book. And that's my biggest thing is, you know, give people options, because you never know where they're going to find you and where they're going to feel the most comfortable shopping. Maybe they don't want to go over to Amazon and shop, but they're happy to purchase from the link in your bio. So that's why you want this. You know, maybe they found your website and they never have gone to your link in your bio or to your Amazon store, but they've gone to your website. They're going to purchase there. Those are the ways that you create your book. So I hope this helps. I hope it answers a lot of your guys' questions as far as how to publish the book and how to write the book and all those things. So if you have more questions about this, just put them in the comments below. Make sure that you check out, right up here, you guys know I always struggle with this, how to market using TikTok. I have a video there. We do all of our marketing for free through TikTok, Pinterest, social media. We do not do paid ads. So if you're curious how to do that, just watch the videos on that. And again, make sure you like and subscribe and follow along for more details. The next video that's coming out, I'm doing a full tutorial on how to do print on demand, which is another huge passive income industry. So I'm excited about that. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that one. I'll see you guys soon.